Quarrying has become one of the most important industries in today's world. It provides the sand, gravel, and limestones that are turned into cement, roads, and buildings. Materials that supports progress and development everywhere. At the same time, it is an industry surrounded by issues from profit-driven practices to environmental damage. Some see quarrying as a key to economic growth, while others warn about negative impacts on land, forest, and communities. This is why it is important to understand both its benefits and its costs, so we can decide how it should be managed for our future.
We should value quarrying because it brings in money above all else. The materials we get, sand, gravel, and limestone, are sold for big profits that boost the company and the government's revenue. Quarrying keeps the flowing, fuels construction, and makes sure companies and workers earn. Without it, we lose a major source of income.
Quarrying brings serious negative effects when done carelessly. It strips away forests, destroys habitats, pollutes rivers, and leave communities at risk of floods and landslides. While companies may profit, ordinary people are left with damaged land and unsafe environments. Without accountability, quarrying makes or causes more harm than good. And the cost to people's health and safety is far greater than the money earned. That is why, if quarrying must continue, companies should properly execute land reclamation. Restoring the land after extraction is not optional. It is a responsibility. By filling, reshaping, and replanting mined areas, they can reduce long-term damage and give back usable land to communities. Quarrying may provide resources, but it should never come at the expense of future generations. Profit should not only be the goal, sustainability must be part of the process.
Land reclamation only adds unnecessary cost to quarries, taking away from the real goal, which is profit. Our job is to extract materials that fuel construction and generate income, not to spend millions filing and replanting land that no longer benefits the business. The money used for reclamation could instead expand operations, create more jobs, and strengthen the economy. In the end, what matters most is financial gain. Without it, there will be no acquiring, no wages, and no development.
Profit might drive businesses, but it should never excuse the destruction quarrying leaves behind. When companies strip the land without reclamation, they leave communities exposed to erosion, flooding, and unsafe living conditions. The soil becomes useless, water sources get polluted, and the environment suffers in ways that money cannot repair. This is why land reclamation is not just an extra cost. It is a responsibility to restore what was taken and ensure the land remains livable for future generations. But the problem does not end with the pits alone. Quarrying also fuels deforestation, cutting down trees that are vital for clean air, stable soil, and protection from disasters. Ignoring this damage only deepens the long-term consequences for both people and nature. Companies should not only commit to proper land reclamation but also actively address deforestation by replanting and protecting forests. True progress means balancing profit with responsibility, because without nature, even money lost its value.
We understand the concerns about land and trees, but the truth is, reclamation and reforestation only drain resources that should be used for profit and growth. Quarrying is a business, and like any business, the priority is income. Without profit, there would be no jobs, no salaries, and no taxes to support the community. Environmental reforestation sounds good in words, but in practice, it slows operation and makes quarrying unsustainable for us. At the end of the day, money keeps everything running. And that is why we stand firm that profit must come first.
And while I agree with you that money may keep businesses running, but without a healthy environment, communities cannot survive. Profit can be earned in many ways, no? But once forests and other land are gone, everything is ruined. No amount of money can bring them back. Quarrying companies have a duty not just to earn, but to take responsibility for the damage they cause by reclaiming the land and addressing issues such as deforestation. True progress is not measured by wealth alone. It is measured by the balance between development and the protection of nature that sustains us all.
We should address this issue because the way we manage our resources directly affect both people and the planet. By applying the principles of reduce, reuse, and recycle, we can significantly lessen environmental impact. Research proves that these actions are not only effective but also socially meaningful, cutting down greenhouse gas emissions and ensuring that no one is left behind. That is why we have to lay out clear steps, conducting awareness sessions to inform and inspire our peers, implementing activities like tree planting, and finally, monitoring and evaluating our progress to ensure lasting impact. Together, these actions prove that change is possible. When knowledge, community, and responsibility come together, this is not just a plan, it is a commitment to a healthier environment and a better future.